Right. So, how deep in shit am I? As far as I can tell, I'm not. There's no way I can complete this, as far as I can see. The reason why that's not a problem is that I looked what you get from the guild skills, and I got the skill Death Strike already. We're supposed to get, I think, just a sniper skill and not the Death Strike. Although it's possible that the game has changed from since the days it originally came out. I have no idea what version this is and how it's patched. But uh, basically, if we could not have completed this quest, we would have never gotten the Death Strike. But we got the Death Strike a long time ago when we got the sniper. So we would have not. There's nothing for us to gain really by completing the quest here. There's a possibility we didn't get all the experience we could have gained from it. But I can't save in that. So I'm not sure what's going on, but we completed the quest. We got what there is to gain from it. Yeah, I'm locksmith, that's the highest rank. So I've been the highest rank already. I think I'm at the highest rank of all of these. And I'm not sure what causes it. There should be 3 ranks. So at some point I skipped a rank, I guess. Or leveled up 2 at the same time. Maybe I had enough levels to do it. I have no idea how it's supposed to work. But functionally, there is no problem. The problem is that this doesn't get removed from the quest log. That's the issue.
I found the orcs. They won't be stealing any more of your food.
Thank you so much. I don't usually buy anything back here, but as a favor to you.
As far as I'm concerned, we're just gonna continue doing these guild quests, and once they're done, we're gonna take a look around what other options are available to us.
Sure, we'll buy that. We fight soon.
So, Volcano World, Frozen World, Uloy Homeworld. The order doesn't matter. We're gonna complete all 3 and then look at the guild options, I guess. The map and things like that aren't exactly as I left them because I tested out could I redo this in different ways to get it to work, and nothing made a difference. I looked what the guild quests, thief guild quests are in the walkthrough too, and there's no mention of any problem, so it's basically should go as we did it. Just doesn't do it for whatever reason. And that's it. Not much I can do about that. I'm thinking, uh, if the order of things doesn't really matter, and we're gonna do all the 3 remaining quests anyway this time, might as well go to Ruloi homeworld first because it's the closest. However, I'm not sure how the hell am I gonna get a shard. I need a shard to complete this.
Hey! The portal is pulling! I'm being sucked in!
Here's the problem. There has to be a dream shard here. There has to be, because of the prison system. But I didn't find any dream shards. So am I missing something?
I don't think there's anything else to do in this world, but it can't hurt to look.
Not my choice.
Has
Let's
to
see
be.
how you like this!
Something has to
Tough
drop
little bugger, aren't
beam
you?
shards. Area, to be fair, is so goddamn dark that there's a good chance I've missed things. It would be a crystal, probably. Because the description mentions crystal. But the only crystals I found were the rainbow magnets. Taken from the remains of a shattered dream stone, these dark shards still contain some of the power of the whole, very rare. Only the enigmatic Ruloi would be capable of drawing the latent power directly from these shards. Dream shards, however, are still very useful when combined with other substances. So yeah, there's definitely something Ruloi related. It has to be here. Something of a crystal. Those sort of look like crystals, but there's no interaction option. Did I pick up? Can't spot it. Mushroom rods.
Ah!
I don't recall anything really even noteworthy in these sections. Much more likely it's in the Ruloi sections because it's a Ruloi related item, plus there was a lot of fighting there, so I might not paid that much attention to what was in the surrounding areas. Much more focused on the turrets and the fighting. Right, this is Rainbow Sulfite. Ooh. That's something different. Dream Shard. So it's this easy. They don't stack really well. Okay. Well, that was easier than I thought. Okay. I've got no complaints. I love it when things work this well. I'm not protected from poisoning, am I? Right, so the Drake Lord gem does not protect fully from poisoning. Live and learn. We are gonna keep using the stone bracers in locations like this. To be fair, the minion healed it immediately, so it's not like it's a huge problem. Yeah, now that I sort of spotted the dream shards, they're very easy to spot. There's circular areas in the wall that disrupt the background texture, so very easy to spot. But when you're busy with other things, yeah. It's probably that prison then.
Jeanette, how did you get yourself in there?
Long story, Copper, but let's just say curiosity almost killed another kitty.
Can't you use a spell to blast your way out?
They've got a damper or something in here. I can't use any of my magic.
How did they open this up?
They put some sort of magical stone in that receptacle. Hallelujah!
There you go. Glad I could be of service.
Of service? You're too modest. You just saved my life. Thank you so much.
Like I said, just glad to be of service.
You're so calm and matter-of-fact about everything. I guess your kind just naturally expects great things from themselves. Thanks again. I'll tell everybody what a hero you are.
One down. Yeah, but this actually got completed. So should I visit the Aegis Guild or not? I sort of want to see the difference between a successful mission completion and whatever happened with the Thieves Guild. Is there a notable difference? Just from her and the quest log, I don't really see a difference. The amount of experience isn't significant enough. Yeah, Upper Gladstone is fairly close to the Volcano World entrance, so it wouldn't be too much of a side trip to visit there first. Especially because the trip to the Dragon City is fairly long. That's not something you can easily and quickly do and then come back. Especially if we can't use the shard anymore.
Don't mess with me, you little creep!
Come in, Copper. Copper, welcome back. Hello, Copper. How's it going?
Oh, swell. Have you seen the mess that was Lower Gladstone lately?
Yes. The portal corruption is really getting bad, isn't it?
Bad's hardly the word.
So what's the word?
Copper, welcome back. Copper, welcome back.
Right, so there's no point coming back here. We also have an iron rod for purchase. And the jeweled scarab. I still think I'll ignore purchases until I've completed all of the quests. Guild quests. And we'll choose from the best the guilds have to offer. See what we want. We need probably some items we can switch around. But themes seem to be magic protection. Significant amounts of it, especially protection from ancient magic. So I think I want to up that. I have a shield, but that's not too good. I have full immunity. I don't think I want to rely on that too much. It is cumbersome more than anything else. Actually, I don't think I've ever tried using ancient magic in this game, so might be talking out of my ass. It's hard to imagine what type of magic you would use in some of these situations, especially certain the Ruloid.
Hey! The portal is...
Going inside again?
I think we have to.
They're like super resistant to magic, and they can have probably like 1,000 hit points. So not sure if there are great ways for a mage to fight. I'm also sort of confused what counts as undead in this game, because if I'd have to take a guess at this moment, I'd say I have never encountered an undead creature yet. So the cleric's ability to do double damage to undead, it seems sort of less than valuable, let's say. In a typical D&D game, they would constitute like 1/3 of all opponents, but in this game, yeah, they're properly rare. Just feels like a wasted bonus if you don't get them all. I'm suspecting at least one of the planes is full of undead only, pretty much. I jump. Doesn't really speed up that much. So use the statue in some part of the dragon. God damn son of a bitch. City. That's a long trip though. Somewhere there. There's really no way to easily go. It'll just take time. What the hell am I having in my hands? I'm not too worried about the fire. I have a lot of fire protection. Where the hell did that come from? Still might be worthwhile to save some shields on. There's nothing to lose by doing that. I've noticed that I actually dislike the quick jump or long distance jump or whatever you want to call that. The problem is when you jump it drastically changes your momentum, so it's much harder to evaluate what's the distance of your jump. It's easy to make long jumps, but it's harder to make accurate jumps. I wonder if the dragon is still somewhere. Because I was sort of, at least my character was speculating that I didn't actually kill it. I can't say that I really disagree. I was sort of confused about what's happened in the fight against the dragon. So high probably that the dragon is still somewhere there. I need to go that way. So this pillar.
Monster.
Time.
Spittle.
Tough little bugger, aren't you?
Yeah, probably shouldn't crush like that. It's just a matter of time before I kill myself with the doors. It's really not that much of an emergency. You can wait. Most of the enemies have not respawned. Yeah, this was always sort of a weird spot. Where exactly is the statue meant to be placed? That was sort of a weird spot. There were weird spots somewhere here. This was pretty much... Well, there was this area, but after that there was just a dragon fight. This would be the first weirds area. Potential spot for the statue, I guess. Nothing to interact with. This was pretty much a dead end. Just an encounter and chat with the dragon. No other purpose. They talked about a temple. Where you place the statue. I'll visit the area that led to the dragon fight first. Because I don't have to go all that far to see if there's something there. There was a large area, just a little bit away, and that's it. If there's nothing there, it means that it's the northern section of the map. Northern section is by far the largest, so I'm inclined to believe that that's where the game wants me to go. I think I completed it, but I can't say that I did, it was so large. Okay. Well, shit. Okay, I can
Boy,
move.
now I wish I had packed a lunch.
I can move a stone. The lava. That's a thing I didn't expect. Right. Move your ass. Essentially a secret, I guess. Stone. Might be able to reach somewhere you can't reach otherwise. Yeah, this sort of looks like temple-ish enough, I guess.
Annihilate.
There's nothing to put the plastic thing on.
Victory is ours.
There were a lot of crypts in the northern section here. And I think there were tombs that you couldn't read or open. But again, I don't know where I would use the statue, that's the main problem. There's nothing, no obvious place where it could be used. This will be my first guess, but no. Yeah. Where exactly am I supposed to put it? Both sides have these weird large elevators. I think we got a spell out of this one, so there's nothing specialized spotted there. Doesn't mean there's nothing there. There were plenty of things here though. And I still see some uncompleted map there. That doesn't really tell us anything.
I could eat a horse. Although I do suppose a whole horse without any potatoes or bread or vegetables would be sort of a boring meal.
There's something up there. There's no telling am I going in the correct place or not. We want to go north, although that's a suspicious thing, whatever that is. We'll explore these systematically. I don't really have ideas, nothing that stands out outright as the obvious solution. I think this is a... No, it's not a teleporter. Teleporters were grey. Is there any information on the statue itself? The statue is used to open the sealed lower temple in the Dragon City beyond the first portal. There is a deep notch in the base of the statue. Sealed lower temple. So it seems like there's a pedestal or something that it fits into. But I don't recall anything like that. This might be something like the best we can hope for. But I think Copper just commented on this, and that's it. There's nothing you can actually do. Can you just use it here? No, I think the notch means it fits clearly into something. So it's not just that you randomly dump it on a thing. Use the fire wand here just so we can get extra light. This has a bit more potential, I think. That would be a teleportation area, but I don't recall where it goes. Probably just a quick exit out of a place. Right, it's the same thing. There's not actually anything I can use. Well, at least we have know that it's limited to the city, so we don't have to do the magma caverns. I do admit I would not complain about more accurate description of where we need to actually put this. Lower temple, so it should be at the bottom. That seems fitting. Well, it's either this or the one at the western edge. There's really nothing else left outside the dragon cavern, but that seems very unlikely. Doesn't mean that's not the answer though. There was some sort of a weird structure in the next room. I do recall that. And don't recall being able to do anything with it though. That's the main thing. I'm not sure where I could even interact with the goddamn statue. This seems more like an art piece than anything else. Okay, the grey one is teleportation, so we don't want that. Still, there's just 2 tombs here. We'll go the other side. What else I can do? If I can't find it here, then the fun begins. We're totally lost and have no fucking clue what to do. Need to jump off the elevator very quickly. That's the one we want to go to, not this one. I think this one takes to anything interesting. Right, the only thing worthwhile is the bottom. I think there were a few scattered items here and there, but nothing else. And it's to the west. East by compass. Oh shit, don't drop. Well, this is templish, I suppose. Again, there's just nothing really to stick this thing in. I think there were traps here. And the end of it was the spell. I'm gonna use the mine cluster. I think that's the sensible thing to do. Because it should show where the missing map location at least is. So I might not... I should be able to get the location where I need to continue to search for the temple. Right, this had the spell, I'm pretty sure. So this has nothing to do with the temple. Shit. The teleporter. Bullshit. Okay. Saved. Might as well zoom out as much as we can. 3 nuggets and nothing else. Pretty much straight line and nothing else. Okay, there. Access point would be there. Probably. Oh, or there. So. To be fair though, that... I'm not sure what that even is. Is that even a door? This looks like it's accessed with a teleporter. But there was definitely something there. Just enter. I don't dare to lose that item. It's clearly far too valuable because it's the game saver in the case where you get stuck. Just like I am. There was nothing here. There's only one thing here. It shows map sections that are unfinished, I guess. Or not auto-mapped in yet, so it doesn't necessarily mean that that's where a big secret is. Just that there is no marking on it. Right, the elevator and to the right. It's on the elevator trip though. It could be at the bottom or at the top, don't know. Either way. Maybe it's below. It's probably not below. But at the same time, I didn't notice anything odd the way they're here. So I'll take a look at the eye, I guess. But I don't think this is it. There was never any path indicated here anyway, just a little bit of maybe an area that wasn't mapped properly. I wasn't placing too much hope on this anyway. It's the central room with the weird thingamajig and the glowing ceiling and all that. I guess you need to manually place the item here. That's probably it. I can't see anything to do here really. There no going back? Yes, there is. That's why you have these. Don't fucking tell me that I can't actually open it anymore. Yeah, that's why you have the teleporters return you to the center. Okay. Oh. That's the thing. But you need to manually do it. Right. So just pick it up. No traps, no monsters appearing. This ancient dragon artifact channels the light of the sun into energy. When equipped, hit points regenerate at 4 times their normal rate. When passed over the skin, the stone appears to heal wounds and remove scars. Right, and it should be compatible with the staff. Or at least you should be able to use both of them at the same time, which does something extra. Okay, too much crap. Don't leave a dream crystal behind. And now we have to go all the way back. Shit. Can we go all the way back? Can we still use the shard to escape these places? Can't go there, but if I go here, I'll teleport there. If I go here, I'll teleport there. So there's only the path forward, I guess. Making sure I'm not missing anything here. Nothing to interact. There's no pressure. There are no pressure plates. Still, I'll make a save here just in case. Maybe this opens other doors. I'll take a fast look here. Are there other pressure plates basically? This would open that. Yeah, I don't see other pressure plates. Not that would open the correct door at least. So yeah. The shard has to be usable still, somehow. But it shouldn't be. How the fuck am I supposed to get out of it? It's gonna be super fun when there's no way to escape this world even from here. Then it's a head scratcher. I think the tombs had 2 different teleportation locations, so maybe one of them takes you further away. I don't know. Oh shit. Yeah, definitely dead, but yeah. Shit. I got too comfortable with the fact that I'm pretty much impossible to kill accidentally here. Which is true. That's not gonna help me here. Not the lava that kills you, it's the impassable terrain. I'm not sure what's the reasoning having the player go back into areas he's already explored. Because fun, isn't it? This is mostly just walking through empty corridorways, trying to find something that the game wants you to do there. So mostly just boringness. Trying to figure out what's the thing that you're supposed to spot. It's not the lack of fighting either, it's just this is basically a tunnel. try to cut in a few ways, but that's more or less what it is. The gauntlet. Except now there's not even the gauntlet left anymore. There's just the gauntlet. So it even lacks the occasional entertainment value of having to kill some sort of a bug to make progress. Oh yeah, I don't see any particular solution here. So how are you supposed to be? Right, I don't think there's anything here, but since I used up my time to come up here, I'm still gonna take a quick spinner to look around. Right. So there has to be a way. How in the hell do you open that door? It open if I put the thingamajig here. As far as I could tell, there's really nothing of interest here. And I can't take it off unless I'm also on top of it, so... Nothing to interact with. There's nothing I can do to raise. Open the door. Okay. There's a button there in the wall, probably. Well, that sucked. We're pretty much safe at this point. Yeah, we'll drop into lava, but that's not gonna kill us. Oh, for fuck's sake, just jump out of it. Jump, you piece of shit. Too hard. Trying to do things too quickly just slows you down. mistakes. What is that? Remains of something probably. Okay, we're pretty much safe at this point. Only a small trip again. What do we still have left? We have the Fighters Guild. Barbarian Woman's stuff. That should be it. And not item. Great. Wait. How are we gonna get high enough? How good does the timing have to be? Barbarian Woman thing should be one of the more straightforward things. The journey to the White Tower isn't that long or complicated, plus we know exactly where we need to go there. That was tougher than it needed to be. Right. We'll go by the river, it should lead directly to where I need to be. No chance of getting lost. Fairly straightforward gauntlets with a couple of risky spots. It shouldn't be that long. All the enemies should be dead. And I recall the White Tower fairly well. So unless there's some sort of significant area there, it should be quickly wrapped up. Considering how small the other tasks have really been content-wise, I doubt that that's gonna be anything special either. Yeah, biggest threat here is drops.
Nice.
You sort of tend to forget that after a certain height they're instant death no matter how tough you are. This won't matter. Take the left path when we have a chance to do something. There's a worm here initially, right? It goes very close to the path we need to take. Not that large. Right, it's there. After the water area. You're still here.
Oh, nothing in there to steal.
Our friend was here. He's gone. What we need to do is get down safely. We needed to jump over some water. I think that's pretty much it. There's no friction on the goddamn ice. It's not that it's slippery, it's just it's hard to accelerate to the necessary speed you need to actually do the jumps. So you can't stop once you start jumping. Yeah, if you hesitate or stop, then you lack the forward momentum to do the jumps. The long jump I have, I might be able to skip this part though. Yeah, it's not gonna... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Wasn't this tough when you had less jump power? Pretty sure this is the last part. After this there's a large cavern more or less, and at the end of that is the White Tower. Higher levels of White Tower, at least in Lands of Lore 1, had undead creatures. That was what made them dangerous. You might survive the lower level, but once you went to above the first level, there started to be spirits that you couldn't do shit about them. They attack through walls and all that. So nightmarish area, probably some of the toughest in the entire game. I could use some meat probably. Yep, that's the end. Apparently we took all the gems with us when we left.
I will seek a hand weapon for your use.
I wondered how we were gonna get through this door.
Strange key.
Use your stuff. Find mementos for Cesara. Is the game gonna make it obvious what I'm supposed to take in this place?
Time for me to dole out some justice.
Undead. So that's an undead creature. Boy's sword. Guess that's it. Return this memento unbroken to Cesara to receive her gratitude. Take care not to damage it. A symbol of Sarah's childhood. This unbroken memento will bring her great happiness. So don't use it, I guess. Yeah, not much of a place. Our first taste of an undead creature, though. Not sure what it tried to do. Maybe an instant death attack, but those are fairly lame in most games. Yeah, done. So now just for our success. We take the amulet back. Literally cannot. Because the prisoners are still here too. Sucks to be them, I guess. I feel like this isn't necessarily a terrible idea to have player revisit these areas. It's a terrible idea because you have to wander so long in the same areas, empty corridors, and then you have to go back to. If there was more of a fast travel system, then it wouldn't bother me. Yeah, you can sort of shit on the fast travel in a lot of games. Yeah, and because it takes away from the immersion of living in the real world or in a real fantasy setting, whatever. But okay, how the fuck am I gonna survive this? I will probably need to use specialty locations to have the elevation as minor as possible. Right. So this is designed so you can travel to both places. But this really is more or less like probably an hour of wasted time compared to the little we actually managed to do here. That's the big problem with these. Okay, please don't die. But I don't think I can just climb. If you could do this while managing some sort of interesting gameplay content, then yeah, this would probably be fine. But there's really not. Where the fuck do we need to go? How did we get here in the first place? I don't recall this. Right, we need to use the edges. I suppose the worst thing about this is that we're not exactly gonna get anything out of this. The most attractive thing you would have would be the skills you get from the extra promotion, but we already have those, so we literally are not gonna get shit from this. Maybe access to some extra service, although I don't see what that would be. Actually no, I think I can figure out at least one. We haven't been able to do much with things like the smith in the keep. He has basically seems to be pegged as the highest level shopkeeper for the fighter skill, I have not been able to interact with her at all, so maybe I can after this. So yeah, this might unlock new opportunities equipment-wise. Not sure if we can afford all that much new equipment, no? I suppose I can always sell something. And we don't need to have everything. We need to have a single... Well, we need to look at our options and figure out what do we really want. We mostly fight through the physical combat, range combat, armor, swords, that sort of shit. So I think we should reinforce that as much as possible. We might test out some special, especially if we have boss fights after this. We'll try to test some of the items. But I still think most of them will be never used. We know what they do from the descriptions anyway, so in that sense it doesn't matter. The combat related spells and stuff have to be tested though. They can be very good or shit depending on a lot of stuff that isn't really covered by the description of the spell. Also, the description can be outright wrong. The spark spells are supposed to be all short range things, but they're clearly not. Things like that. Right, so 2 portals left. One I can't access, so really 1 portal left. Which makes me think the game is basically going to notch the story forward the moment we finish that. I want to complete as much as possible before I do that, because I don't know what's going to happen next. Previously we lost the lower part of the city pretty much totally. The shops still work, but yeah, everything's terrible. There's no telling what the next step will be. Ah, huge success. Bit rough with the Dragon Temple, but other than that, no major issues. It might not be the worst idea ever to use the free mapping tool. At least try it once on every map to see what we missed. That should probably be done. Maybe even now. I don't know. Again, if the story changes in unexpected ways,
The Clerics Guild.
I might not be able to do it later. But I'm certainly not doing it now.
Gotta go. See you later.
Careful you should be, Copper. Any luck with that volcano search?
Sorry.
Wait.
Gotta go. See you later.
Careful you should be, Copper. Any...
Well, here it is. Hope this is what you wanted, Joe.
Oh, Copper, this is priceless. Thank you very much. Let me give you this spirit staff as a token of my appreciation.
Thank you very much, Joe.
You know, Copper, I found some other interesting items in the attic, and I put them out on the shelves back here just for you.
Thanks, Joe.
No, really, look around. Some of this stuff is really good stuff.
Okay, Joe.
Spirit Staff. The spirits called by the staff do their work rapidly. Be warned, at close range the might of the staff is very poor and it is best to retreat. Yeah. When activated, the staff summons up a group of angelic spirits that will attack nearby targets or heal the staff's owner. If forced to fight in melee range, it functions as a normal staff. Okay. I don't see anything particularly interesting here. I do want to sell anything extra that I don't really use. This, yeah, Dragon Claw statuette. Do I really need to carry this? The Silver Fang Hilt something that's useful or not? No idea. I don't particularly want to sell anything here though. I have close to 30 ancient stones and there's no way in hell I'm gonna use that many.
Sure, we'll buy that. You wish to sell, and we will buy.
Gotta go. See you later.
Careful you should be, Copper.
Also, I don't think I've ever seen us being able to climb vines. Not once. So I don't see the use of the climb ability so far. I got sort of excited when we got that, so extra mobility, new place to visit, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Maybe it needs to be used in a different manner, I don't know.
Chisara, here. I've brought you the only thing I could find in the top of the tower.
My old toy sword! Oh, thank you, Copper. I am deeply indebted. Here, take this plate mail as a reward.
Why, thanks. I'm just happy to be of service and didn't expect a reward like this.
What exactly did I get? Reflective plate mail. Enchanted with powerful magic, this armor will reflect spell attacks back at the caster. Although the wearer still suffers the effects of the attack, his opponent will be in for an unpleasant surprise. Right, so it's probably the better armor compared to what I currently have. Soft leather. Good against elemental effects. Mainly in the Ruloid though. So 286. 308. And spell protections. Or rather, you can attack while just tanking. Did we need to do something else? I don't think so. We've done the mages thing, we've done the thieves, so more or less this is it. Yeah, now is probably the final time to visit certain places. Probably. I'd like to visit the keep first, because that's a place where I haven't been able to even talk with some of the people. I'm not going to end things here because I don't think there's much really plot related that can happen there. But I might be able to visit the shops now. Or rather, the shop. There was also the weird button under the table of the minister. Never did anything though. Too soon?
Thank you, Samuel. That's quite flattering, but unfortunately unrealistic. Apparently, I'm the only one who can close the portals, and somebody's got to do it. Besides, I don't think Lord Jaren would appreciate my staying.
I will seek a hand weapon for your use.
Please, come in and shop. We're having a closeout sale.
Oh, good. So I'm on the privilege list now?
Yes, yes, your uncle says I'm to sell you whatever you want. I've got to get rid of everything. It won't be any good to anybody after those horrid beasts get through with this place.
What much for dream shards? Nothing. Let's show the goddamn price. You're a useless sack of shit.
Please come back again. There's quite a lot of merchandise left still. If I'm dead, just push my mutilated corpse out of the way and help yourself.
Thank you. That would be fun.
Dream shards are quite expensive. There's something I want to do with them. The mapping tools might be worthwhile. What the fuck's vortex foil? Mine clusters, rainbow sulfide and gorgonite nodules. Those weren't that rare. I can abuse the one I have. I don't really feel the need to do that. It's still abuse, but I don't particularly care. I'm not interested in really finding out every secret that way. I more or less want to see that I have a means to get forward if I get stuck somewhere.
Locked.
Bullshit.
Locked.
Motherfucking
Locked.
bullshit.
Dash, what are you doing in here?
What do you think? I'm looking for valuables. Jaren has too many. I have too few. Therefore, I try to even things out.
Shh! You want to wake the guards?
Yeah, I don't understand what the game wants you to do with this little switch. It's clearly meant to open this, but it doesn't open it, so...
Locked. Locked. Locked.
Locked seems to be the only thing that we've been offered. I want to try something. I want to go back in there immediately and see if things have changed. It didn't really occur to me earlier, but maybe some things are not tied to the completion of the dimensions. Maybe they're just tied to the amount of visits you have made. No reactions from anyone.
Locked.
No, I don't think so.
Dash, what are you doing in here?
What do you think? I'm looking for valuables. Jaren has too many. I have too few. Therefore, I try to even things out.
Right. So we more or less are trying to figure out what's the equipment setup we want to go with. And I'm not sure if there's all that much interesting we can buy. There were some items in the Magus Guild that provide protection from magic, and honestly those are the only ones I'm interested in. Like the Scarab. I don't think there was anything else necessarily. Because special type of spell magic might be something I can't really do much about. In the same vein, you might want to buy spells here now.
Copper, welcome back.
Immunity to lightning spells, 1250. Yeah, we probably should sell stuff first. Staff of Healing probably doesn't do all that much anymore, because I got rid of the Cleric Guild item. But when joined with the legendary Heart of Sunrise, the wielder of the staff would be almost invulnerable. So basically just a lot of health recovery items. I don't see the point in stacking them. Similar items don't seem to heal any faster, at least.
Any chance you'll buy this?
We usually do more selling than buying here. But for you, of course.
Any chance you'll buy this?
We usually do more selling than buying here. But for you, of course.
Lore stones don't do anything useful anymore. I'm not super attached to mimic stones either, but you know, maybe turn them into mind clusters. I don't know. Acid sacks will be dumped. Why the fuck do I found hearts? I thought this was just some sort of meat. I don't think the Staff of Healing is gonna be all that useful since I lost the other part, the regeneration thing. So a few items I can sell in order to afford things like the Jeweled Scarab. When worn, the talisman absorbs half of the damage delivered by ancient magic attacks. And I think I already had the Drake Lord gem. Partial resistance to the creator's powers, ancient magic. In addition to affording the wearer massive increase in overall protection, this relic reduces all damage done ancient magic by half and also makes him immune to most types of poison. That's not really true. Weaker poison, I guess. But this would be two items, different items that offer half damage from ancient magic. And I'm hoping they stack somehow, either giving me 75% reduction in damage or giving me full immunity. Either would be fine. Either would be great. Problem is there's no way, there's no stat screen, so I can't test it. No way to test it. Probably going to ditch, keep the stone bracers out of the standard equipment. Short staff is an eye staff, not interested. Oh, the rings were useful. Yeah, the ring of reflection maybe. It would already... Ring of Drake Fire. This was an item set piece. If worn without the Dragon Scale Gauntlets, Dragon Scale Armor, and Dragon Scale Bracers, this ring will turn the spell group Spark into spell group Fire Spark. If worn with all the other dragon items, the player will be able to cast from the Fire Spark group at half the mana cost. Rather than the other dragon artifacts created by Belial, this ring is most powerful when worn with all of its counterparts. Maybe I should buy this. I have no idea where you would get the other items though. But it's gonna be hard to get later if I need it. When worn, the ring reflects spells back at the caster 50% of the time. The wearer is still affected by the spell normally. I think I'll take this too. This is gonna be a fairly expensive thing though. I'm less interested in the mana items at this point.
Any chance you'll buy this?
We usually do more selling than buying here. But for you, of course.
Mount hearts.
Any chance you'll buy this?
We usually do more selling than buying here. But for you, of course.
Any chance you'll buy this?
We usually do more selling than buying here. But for you, of course.
I'm going to try to buy more spells too, so that's why I'm trying to sell stuff.
Any chance you'll buy this?
We usually do more selling than buying here.
I need everything.
But for you, of
We want
course.
the Drakefire ring, we want... yeah, I think I want all three.
Are you ready to total up your purchases?
Yes, please.
Reflective plate mail and a reflective ring, probably, or Drakefire. Or these are more or less things that I might want to use, not necessarily things I want to use constantly. The Quicksilver item might be something we want to use away. It should just increase weapon effectiveness. But it would give me a free inventory slot. I also want to check the remaining spells that are here. Again, with the
Welcome to the Talamari Library.
thought in mind that we might not be able to purchase things anymore. I don't care about summons. They're fundamentally the same, except you get a better summon each time. So if you've seen one, you know how they function. I don't care about the invisibility. I have one item that I can use to achieve that. I don't care about most of the ancient spells. Trinity maybe, because I don't know what it would do. A lot of the other stuff doesn't seem all that impressive anyway. Ancient Magic spell unleashes a massive concussive wave of energy, inflicting serious damage on all opponents in the same room. It will also destroy some structures as well, required Ancient Magic to cast. This I would see basically, you have a lot of enemies coming out from all over the place, so you need to basically clear the room. That's how I see this being used. So potentially we'll never use it in a real situation, but I'd like to have such a tool at my disposal. You can also test it at some point. Just pay the man and go.
Thank you. Thank you for visiting the Talamari Library.
Going to sell additional crap. Probably the Thieves Guild is the only place that actually buys all this shit. I'm convinced you have to be able to climb these goddamn vines somehow. Wonder if there's a specialty button for it, like with the zoom thing. Yeah, I can even see items there, for God's sake. He's buying stuff I don't really want to sell. Maybe the soul meat? I don't recall what it does. So it cures all forms of poison and heals all damage. So it's a fairly good item. But do I need them? That's the question. I have things like life stones, for example. When activated, life stone transfer the blood stored inside them to the user, restoring him to full health. Also, they can be right-clicked on a dead familiar for resurrection. So I have full heals on multiple items already. So how many items does it need to be in?
Locked.
Nothing really here that I would be interested in.
Locked. Locked.
Right, the acid pass needs to be gotten rid of. And I need to decide, do I want to buy the iron rod or not. It's immunity to lightning spells though. That's... I don't see how we could get that in any other means. We can get a lot of reflect this and protect ancient magic that, but that's not immunity to lightning spells. Iron Rod makes the user immune to all types of electrical damage, not just spells, electrical damage.
Bye, Copper. There.
I'm guessing we're more or less preparing for specific opponents. And I'll be a monkey's uncle if there's not a way to climb these vines somehow. I thought it doesn't apply to all vines, but the more I play the game, the more I think that's not actually the case. Because there are no other vines. So it's either these type of vines or it's pretty much nothing. But how would you do it? Right, zoom view. I just don't know how you would do it. I feel like I'm just missing something. Because there's so obvious locations there that you could reach if you could just climb the goddamn vines. It's a more complicated matter. For how you would get there. Still, there's at least 1 or 2 portals left, so maybe things will change here. That's always a possibility. Right. Sell some stuff. I don't think there's really anything we can even buy. Is it worth to visit the lower Gladstone? Like a couple of shops and maybe a tavern, inn. I'm not sure if I visited them after completing the Ruloi homeworld. That might be a thing to do. There should be no secrets or anything interesting otherwise there, but I suppose it might be worth a visit.
Tough little bugger, aren't you?
Swine!
They have money.
Spittle.
You think you're pretty tough, don't you?
What did I pick up? Probably something I have a single one. Mixed on? Mind glass. I have no idea what it could be. It's rat meat.
We fight soon.
I found the orcs. They won't be stealing any more of your food.
Thank you so much.
This will never be completed. Not fully, but can be helped. There were a couple of good killing items here, but I don't think that any of that is for us.
Locked.
You again? Please, buy something.
No.
Ah, maybe. I'll have to see what you've got.
What I've got some of everything. Trouble times. Everybody wants to sell and get out of town.
If your inventory is that good, maybe I will find something I need.
Sure, we'll buy that.
What did the Valkyrie charm do? Increase prowess in battle, protects against all attacks. Maybe we can afford to switch it. Regeneration ring is nice, but doesn't really do anything else, so we can switch that. No, the stone braziers are much more questionable. It's very useful occasionally,
Lazy.
but not always. I'm not going to sell all the lore stones, but I'm gonna sell
Sure,
most of
we'll
them.
buy that. Sure, we'll buy that.
No use for the acid sacks. I just can't get them to work.
Sure, we'll buy that.
He doesn't buy them. Well, I got a little bit of money out of it. We'll keep the 7, and I should probably use the Quicksilver. I mean, on an actual weapon. Not sure if I'll ever use the mana falls when I'm not even using mana stones. I don't want to sell every... yeah, these aren't even worth selling. I don't want to use every mana restoration item because there's a good chance there's also a world where magic is very useful compared to pure combat abilities. Right, we're done. We have 2 free inventory slots, and pretty much the only thing we can do is go to the underworld portal. Going to go there, but I'll take a quick look at the lower Gladstone while we're going there.
Oh, so you want to
I
play
will
rough?
seek a hand weapon for your use.
Oh my god. You don't climb the ladders in the exact correct spot. It doesn't allow you to come to the surface. I'll visit the Blue Deer Inn and the tavern. See if something new has popped up. Nothing. Nothing's going on anywhere. Tavern should be pretty much just to the south. We'll have to jump over the wall. But that should not be too much of a problem. Well, God damn. Yeah, nothing going on. Fine. Underworld is. Gonna miss something, we're just gonna miss something. God, I hate that eagle. Eagles squee at random times between 0.1 seconds and 2 seconds. How could anyone get tired of that?
The law requires that I warn you. My body is a trained and deadly weapon.
Underworld. Right. Be close by.
Let's see how you like this.
I shot him accidentally. Yep. Bullshit. Where am I? Where the fuck am I? Thieves Guild? Thieves Guild. I sold all this stuff. Right. Oh, thank God.
What?
The exit here should be right next to the exit from the city. Don't even think I need a map for this one. Right. So I feel that the game is incredibly unfair with that sort of shit. It's so easy to accidentally hit something and then some sort of a fairly, I'm not sure if it's exactly game critical, but fairly important NPC just attacks you and there's nothing you can do about it.
It works well on these beasties.
Seems a bit reckless design in my opinion. Especially when you have a familiar that you have no direct control over it will also attack. So you're just asking for trouble with this implementation.
Hey! The portal is pulling! I'm being sucked in!
Yeah, you're being sucked alright. He disappears from here, he appears here. Okay. I think I'll just go to the... No, I'll leave things here. We have food, we have a lot of items. I pretty much have some sort of solution against anything that can come up my way. I am somewhat interested in creating an empty inventory slot so I can use the Spirit Staff and see what the hell it does. Summoning Stone maybe? I'll use the Quicksilvers. Well, that's horrifying sound. Terrible sound, but yeah, might be useful, especially in the underworld.